welcome to Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron, joined as always is Thanos.
I don't think he's Thanos anymore.
Oh, is he not Thanos anymore? That's
right
unfortunate.
Aaron,
where's his
hold on,
face?
I'll be Thanos
Bring
for
up
a
his
minute.
We need to see his stupid face.
Dumb face. Don't be Thanos. It's fine.
You
don't want me to-
you don't need to.
No.
It's fine.
Nobody likes
And
you.
We
of
could be
course,
Thanos.
stealing life. Oh, there he is. There's Thanos.
Here's Thanos.
Fat, useless Thanos.
Oh, that was mean.
Aaron's always mean.
That was so mean.
That's the only thing that he can insult me on anymore is that I'm fat because I've done everything else in the world.
I was
I'm amazing.
gonna say weak Thanos, but not fat and useless.
My snappies don't really do much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. You can stop being Thanos now because you're not a
I'm
good
done
Thanos,
being
but
Thanos now.
you're a great Travis, and that's what counts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing really quick
And
is
Cody was stealing life.
Cody. Oh yeah, huh?
Sorry, Cody.
How are you guys? How's everything?
like
Did you
in
have a good July 4th? I think we did.
It's like in the movies where it says like with.
I didn't.
You know,
I fucking
with
hated July
Keanu
4th.
Reeves. I'm just kind of there.
Yeah. And
Co-starring.
And as Dr. Stevens.
Dr.
As Dr.
Stevens,
Stevens.
Cody Clueless, Mr.
Okay.
Sturgis Nerds.
Sturgis?
Has Cody shown you WhatsApp, Aaron? Or not
WhatsApp.
whatnot?
I'm like,
I don't know what
I
that is.
I use WhatsApp for work. Does that count for something?
No, it's an app
Whatnot.
called Whatnot.
Whatnot.
I
Yeah.
have not.
I don't know what not is.
So it's an auction site. Like you can just look up auctions. Like I can find Yu-Gi-Oh card auctions. And like they're live. Like they will actually live bid right there, and they're over in like
Whatnot?
45 seconds to a minute. Yeah, and Whatnot.
Yeah, okay.
But I found something out that I don't like about this app, other than I spend too much money on it. The people on it are fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like all the Call of Duty people are all just on there?
Well, I got one of my orders today, and so far they've all shown up with something similar to this. This is the one that I can show on camera.
Oh. Did you get hentai?
What did you get?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yugi's having an orgasm.
Why is that? Why?
That came with my fucking cards.
Why?
And every order I have ordered and from different people has shown up with something like this.
Is that Karibo going into his pants?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Huh.
Oh, I didn't even
Yep.
notice that. That's weird.
It's so weird.
Why?
I haven't
Cody?
seen anything like that. I've only bought from George so far, and he doesn't do weird shit like
He's
that.
A normal human being.
Every fucking thing I've ordered has had
Actually,
something
I
like
did-
that.
I bought something from somebody. It hasn't shown up though, so I'll let you know if I get some kind of weird Spider-Man
Some
porn or
hentai?
something.
It depends on
Because I got a comic book, so
yeah, it depends on what you're buying is to be who you're going to be buying it from.
I mean they are douchey though. Everybody on there, like really, except for George, because he's the only one that's kind of normal when he does his auction. Everybody else is like, all right, hot fucking fire comic right here, man. Like,
Gonna fire
this
fucking
is
comic.
fucking, you know, it's key.
Yeah, it'll
and
be
it's
like a
going
5
up,
cents
bro.
one.
Fucking
Gotta just like oversell everything.
so annoying, and nobody's listening to you anyway. So shut the fuck up.
Right.
I don't know if you comment like when you're bidding on shit. Sometimes I'll comment and I'll fuck with the seller. Because they'll
Not
be
really,
like,
no.
all right, we got some hot cards right here, and they'll be
Hot
doing like
cards.
they'll be doing like singles, and they'll put out like some ultra rare from a set nobody cares about that's just garbage, and they're like, okay, we're gonna start the bidding at $10. I'm like, bitch, that ain't worth the paper you printed it on.
Got some
And
hot
they're like, what do you
singles in
mean?
your area.
I'm like, that's garbage. Give me the good singles. Where's those?
Oh, so you're a dick, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because they'll hype it up and be like, "Look at this! This is a cool
They do it all the time.
I'm like,
That's what auctioneering is, though. You know, like that's their job. Is
But
like,
do they really think it's working? Because we're there
Don't try to auction off your
exclusively
bulk.
for those things. We know mostly about it, like
I mean, like, do you guys ever watch Bear Jackson? It's the
No.
Bear Grylls.
no, it's the really
Lamar
big.
Jackson?
It's the really
Janet
big car
Jackson?
action. Auction.
Action.
I like Janet
Action.
Jackson.
Car
Auction.
action.
Car action
I'm
auction.
pretty sure we've all seen Janet Jackson's boobie, actually. Just one.
On CBS.
I didn't see that.
You don't watch Super Bowls, huh?
I don't.
Yeah, you're
Well,
missing
see
out.
what you're missing.
It was a very nice one boob.
Sports ball. Yeah,
Nice one
in like
boob.
that one boob out of like the 20 years
For like
of-
half a frame.
It's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If you paused at the right time with TiVo,
it'll be there. Yeah.
You'll see a boob.
Was it really there though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
okay, here's a question. We don't have to stay on this too long, but
damn it.
was that staged, yes or no? What do you think?
No. No.
I don't know anything about it, so
They
I have
wouldn't.
no opinion.
They wouldn't take the risk for that because they got in a lot of trouble for that.
yeah.
They did. They got a lot of fines, didn't they?
Yeah, they would. They don't need to take the risk. The NFL grows every single year.
Kind of like a boner.
No.
No. It usually grows and then stops.
Every single year, though.
No, because once you get into like your 60s, I heard that doesn't work too well anymore.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
You know, it actually shrinks when you get that older. That old, it actually does shrink.
When you get that
Nobody
older.
can talk today. We've all fucked up
Yeah,
already.
right.
So what about this car action
Usually
auction?
it's Aaron.
Well, the reason why I was bringing it up is because those guys go in, and the auctioneers are super good there, right? Because they get paid a shitload of money, and the more that the auction makes, the more money that they make, right? So they're trying to get people to pay ludicrous amounts of money. There was a Ford GT that sold for $2.4 million, and like it started off, the guy immediately started at like I don't know, $500,000 or something like that. I was like, holy fuck, you know?
It's crazy.
It's hard for me to justify in my brain, like, Ford makes a car that's like this valuable. Like I
500K, yeah.
for anyone who like is not accustomed to the car stuff or whatnot, you know, the GT is like a fucking phenomenal car. Like it's a super car, like for sure. You know, it's really in the same realm as like Ferraris and Bugattis and all these like really, really cool American cars. Bugatti.
You know what's kind of funny is he says that about Ford, but I bet you there's a nice ass watch he'd pay that much for.
I mean,
well, you know, it's the Ferrari of watches.
yeah, you're not wrong. You're like if someone, you know, offered me like a Patek Philippe, like one of like the Calatrava for a
Bless
decent
you.
price,
You're making noises, buddy.
I
Those were
didn't
neat
catch
noises.
a word on that, whatever you said.
but any of the Patek Philippe's with like a tourbillon in there is amazing.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Did you
understand
just
how
quote
it's funny.
Star Trek?
because I literally don't understand what the fuck you're saying.
I thought you were speaking Klingon or something.
Yeah, you might be.
Okay,
Yeah,
just like a lot less aggressive than normal Klingon.
yeah, you're
know.
a nice Klingon.
Yeah, one of them nice Klingon
The
speeches.
good ones.
You're a Swiss Klingon.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, somehow that seems racist, but I'm not sure how.
it does, and I don't know why.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is.
But anyway, I mean, it's their job to be like super hype guys, right? And it was funny because it got up to like 1.7 million, and someone obviously just bet 1.7 or bid 1.7 million dollars on a car, you know. And the guy immediately jumps up to 200 for 2 million. And he's like, $2 million, $2 million.
I hate how they do
Yeah.
it. I hate it.
And then because he's trying to get someone to bid 2 million, obviously. And then someone bids it, it's like 1.8. It's like 1.8, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. And then just trying to get it. And it works too. Eventually, some guy just jumps straight to 2 million, you know? And it's just.
I always thought that
they
you
do
had
a
to
good
bid
job.
whatever they were yelling.
Well, they want you to think that, you know, because like, okay, this is the next bid.
That's probably
you
the
know?
strategy.
Because then what you do is you hand up, and then you're like, okay, you're at
That's
2
it,
million,
yeah.
you know, instead of like talking
That's
to the guy. Because
how I thought it worked.
yeah, because they have the little auctioneer guys that stand next to the people who are actually trying to bid on the car. And they'll be like, okay, what do you want to bid? Do you want to bid? Because they're also trying to sell you the car, right? Because they're all there. It's all designed to make you spend more money on the car. Because everyone gets cut, you know.
Yeah, Pat McAfee just went to one of those. Not that one. I don't know.
Not Barry Jackson. but-
What he said the name of it. I don't know what it was called. But he way overpaid for a Jeep.
Ew.
A Jeep Wrangler with a Hemi.
You got a custom
Jeep
car?
Wrangler have a Hemi?
He paid $100,000.
Oh my God. Why?
For a
He
Jeep
said-
Wrangler with a Hemi?
Yeah, he said that he overpaid afterwards. He's like, when you're there, it's so fun. And they make you feel so good about your bid.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And then you sign the papers, and then you find out about the tax, and then you find out about all the fees.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking out of there like almost $200,000 into a Jeep Wrangler I don't really want. Like,
And dude, even like the nicest Jeep
If you
Wrangler
got the
out there,
money,
like he does.
the nicest Jeep Wrangler out there is like, $20,000-$30,000, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you could pay someone to put that stupid
That's what
engine
they
in
said.
there. And like the engine's probably like $4,000.
That's what the people on his show said. Like, you
Mhm.
could have just bought a Jeep and then got a Hemi put in it. But this man has so much money that he has a barn of bad decisions, he calls it.
Mhm.
Where it's just a barn full of things he's wasted money on. There's
Yeah.
a wrestling ring in there.
That doesn't seem like a waste.
He's used it once. That's a waste
Yeah.
at that point.
Okay, fair enough.
He's got jet skis, he's got Jeep, he's got a fucking a Mercedes he drove once. Like, this guy just blows his money.
I mean, like the thing is with cars and whatnot, if you're making decent purchases, like they sold the original.
Do you think he made decent purchases?
No.
He bought a $100,000 Jeep.
No. But I mean, like, if you're buying investment pieces, like, fuck it. If you don't use it, you don't use it. There was one of the things at the Barrett Jackson auction was Carroll Shelby's original Cobra, the one he drove, the one he owned.
oh, that's
And,
expensive.
Yeah, and it was a
Shelby's
super
still
cool
alive,
piece.
right?
That's totally
Carroll,
lost
no,
on
he
me.
died, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Why is this important?
I thought he was still alive.
We're still talking about the auction.
No, why
The
is that
auction.
important?
Oh,
The person.
Oh.
I don't know car things, so why is that person
He made
important?
Shelby Mustangs. Like, that's the guy.
So it means more that he owned this one?
Yes, because
Okay.
Yeah,
So this
it
is
was
like if
his
I got
personal
Stan
one.
Lee's comic book.
exactly the one
Like,
that
if
he
you
actually
got Stanley's...
Like personal
Yeah, go
comic
ahead,
book.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know who this person was.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a person that the car was named after.
Oh, yeah.
So
well, because you remember Gone in 60 Seconds, right?
no.
You
I
remember?
know the movie,
Aaron,
but
I'm pretty sure that you're the only one that's in love with that movie that
I
much.
think I've seen it half
I
of a time.
Solid disagree on that one.
I think
but-
I've seen it a half a time.
Yeah.
So no, I don't remember it.
Well, there was the main
I've
car
watched
in
it a couple
there.
times.
It was a GT500. It was like the gray Mustang.
Hmm.
That was
Don't
a
remember it.
Shelby GT500.
I'm also not a car guy, so
Yeah.
car movies kind of
Turn you off?
Didn't he like completely
Full
fuck
limp.
that one up on delivery?
Yes, he did. Luckily,
Yeah.
it wasn't real, so we didn't have to worry about it or anything. But it was
It was a
good.
kit car.
It was a kit. Yeah, it was a kit car. So usually what you see on Shelby's
Kit
kit car,
Kit Kat.
kit car.
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Give me some chocolates.
it shows.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
I just ate a portobello mushroom burger. It was good.
See, burger.
Burger.
There was no burger
I
in
did
his
say
burger.
You
there
did
was
say
no
burger.
It was just the mushroom.
Anyways,
All mushroom.
what happened to Mr. Shelby's car?
Well, it sold for a lot of money.
Like too much
a
money?
lot. Yeah. Oh, no, well, I don't know. That's the thing is, that car is basically one of a kind, and it's never going to be come back around again. And so, I mean,
And it's worth what people pay for it. So I
Exactly.
guess technically it couldn't have gone for too much money.
right? Because I mean, next time it sells, it's probably going to sell for more. It's just kind of
Probably.
one of those things. Like, no matter how much it sells for, it's going to sell for more later.
Yep.
Because Carroll Shelby's not coming back from the dead, and he's not going to own any more cars.
Well, you don't know that.
I mean,
You don't actually know
maybe they
that.
froze his head, and
Yeah.
they're going to attach it
He's
to a
right
new body.
next to Disney.
Walt Disney could have scooted over.
Well, Disney though, he has his whole body, so because he ain't.
No, I thought Disney was just his head.
I thought it was a head too.
Was it supposed to be just a
I
head?
thought so. And then they're just going to put them on like robot spider bodies.
I mean,
Yeah.
spiders
Or
Disney?
Futurama, just head in a jar.
Because that's terrifying.
Head in
and
a jar.
that's what I would do if I
Yeah.
had the money. I'd be like, all right, freeze my head
Mm,
and then make a giant robot spider body for me to
Yeah.
come back as.
like Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Wild
I love
West.
that movie.
Me too.
I'm one of two people apparently that love that movie.
I pretty much like anything with Will Smith in it.
Me too.
Yeah, especially like early 2000s Will Smith.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
I like me some early
I love
2000s Will Smith. And yes, that was an of attractiveness.
Mm.
He's a good man.
Oh yeah, that's a sexy
He's a
man.
delicious man.
That's a tasty man.
uncomfortable.
He doesn't want to co-sign that one.
I'm uncomfortable now.
Why? Aren't you comfortable with your sexuality?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
He would be if Will Smith was around.
I know,
you know what I'm
right?
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yugi's comfortable with his sexuality.
That
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah,
That makes me
I'm not a big
uncomfortable.
fan of that. Karibo's such
He's
a
happy.
cute character.
Yeah, that's
and
so fucking weird.
Mhm.
God, why'd you have to bring it
Yeah,
back
why
to
the
that?
fucking
Karibo.
bastardize that thing, man. It's awful. Ugh. So, what'd you guys do on your respective July 4th? We'll start with Travis.
I wanted to kill everyone.
Oh, that seems
Me
fair.
too.
Cody?
Me too.
Oh, cool.
I
Good
got
story.
yelled at by drunk shirtless guys in drive-thru.
That sounds about right.
Mhm.
I didn't get yelled at, but I tended to my 2 terrified dogs all fucking night.
Yeah. My cat was not in a good mood.
Yeah.
No, literally, I gave my dogs trazodone, which
Don't know what that is.
you know it's an antidepressant, but it's kind of sedatory.
Is that safe?
The vet prescribed it.
Okay.
The vet prescribed it.
You know, it's an antidepressant. Just shove
How
it
do
down
you
my
know
dog's
your
throat.
dog is depressed?
Where did you get that? I'm a nurse.
God damn.
Do your dogs
but-
like stare out the window and think about killing themselves?
I saw
mean,
that a lot though. People online were like, "Time to sedate my dogs again." Like, how many people are just fucking shooting their dogs up with
there
shit?
there would just be like boom, and Caboose would like run and dive into my crotch wherever I was. Like, he hates it. It's so scary to him, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
give
they
him
don't
that,
like the
and he
noise.
kind of gave
Yeah.
a shit. He kind of gave a shit like this much less. Okay, but literally, my fucking landlord. Right, I'm getting ready to go to bed because here in Idaho, everybody's Mormon, so they did the 4th of July celebrations on July 3rd because that's a Saturday. You can't do it on Sunday. That's
Right.
illegal.
Wait,
It
that's
will
illegal.
insult. It will insult Joseph Smith, and he'll kick down your door, and you'll be offered up as a sacrifice.
But George Washington
but-
died for your freedom.
Joseph Smith died for breaking out of jail, I think. But
George Washington died of old age in Virginia.
but anyway, am I having a stroke? My right eye looks like it's closed more than my left one.
It is a little bit.
I can't tell for sure.
It's all
'cause
pixelated, but it
you're
is a
super
little.
compressed right now.
Oh my god!
Okay, we'll go talk like this.
Don't do that. That's worse.
It is much worse.
Just be stroke man.
But anyway, so at like 11:30
It could be.
on fucking July 4th, I just hear
Will
fucking
Smith
like
is
boom.
stroke man.
And Will Smith was outside.
Yes.
No, but like I just hear boom, and I go outside, and my fucking landlord's out in my driveway.
Oh wow!
Your driveway?
Yeah, like you know how my driveway is, right?
Yeah, it's a driveway, yeah.
Yeah, he's at the end of my driveway, blasting off mortars.
Damn. Like the big ones?
Yeah.
Did he
And I
get the
was
ones
like-
that look like Saturn? Well, you just have to look.
But I went outside and I was like, hey, we got to work in the morning. Could you not? And he's like, on July 4th, the Idaho Falls Ordinance says that you could do this till midnight.
Oh my god, I hate those people.
Mm-hmm.
Does it also
And,
say you have
I
to
was
be an
like-
ass face?
Yeah, I know. It's like just because
I was
it's
like,
not
does
illegal.
it also say that you can shoot off your illegal fireworks? Because I'm pretty sure that fucking mortar's not allowed. Like,
It's like they're talking about fucking like sparklers and
snakes. Those are my favorites, are sparklers and snakes.
Yeah.
I do like sparklers. Those are fun. You can write your name if you're quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're on the Disney Channel.
So anyway, I'm like, okay, whatever. I go back inside my house. And so at 1:30 in the morning, he's got more. And he's got all the neighbors outside now. And they're all like,
So did you call the cops?
And I'm
I would
like,
call the cops so fast.
I should have done, but I was just angry and went back to bed. But Caboose was like terrified, and they pooped because it scared him so bad, which made me more mad.
Yeah.
And then the next day I wake up and I go outside. Where do you think all the trash from their mortars are?
In your driveway.
On your car.
On the street. On my car.
Mhm.
Yep. In the street, on my car, all over the road. And I just ran it over and went to work. I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we're supposed to be celebrating our freedoms and stuff like that. That doesn't mean that you have to walk on everybody else to show your freedom, America.
Yeah,
and
but
then on top of that,
no one gives a shit about freedom.
No,
They don't.
They use
They
that
just
as a fucking excuse.
Yeah. George
have a
Washington
veteran.
died for your freedom.
He didn't,
we have
though.
a veteran that lives a couple. God damn it!
He fought for your freedom.
But this guy's a vet and he hates fireworks, and they're all like, "Yeah, freedom, celebrate America." I'm like, go somewhere else.
Right.
Well, don't you guys have launch sites? We have launch sites out here. People don't fucking use them.
You don't have to do it right outside our doors. Go out of town.
But it's convenient.
But
Go
their
anywhere
freedom
else.
says they should be able to do it wherever they want,
Yeah, of course.
even if it upsets you.
Because it's America.
Because my freedom means fuck you. That's what
worst
my
of all-
freedom means.
That's the next big country song. My freedom means fuck you.
But then, worst of all, their stupid Keystone Ice cans are everywhere.
That shirt
Right?
would sell, though.
I know, right?
Think about it, especially in this town.
Oh, yeah.
I'm making that shirt. It's
Yeah.
going to sell.
Oh, yeah. It's
My
gonna be
freedom
amazing.
says fuck
know,
you.
Mhm.
And you know what? You could just put an eagle with like the stripes on it.
With Trump
and
hair.
you would see that with the eagle has Trump hair.
Yeah.
You would see
AR-15s.
you
Yeah.
would see that
In his talents.
everywhere. People would have their MAGA hat on
Yep.
and that shirt.
Freedom means fuck you.
My
Yep.
freedom
They
means
would buy
fuck
it
you.
so fast.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be printing money.
Literally.
I don't know. That
Yeah, I need to do that.
that's the thing is like I don't mind if you want to blast off a few little fireworks, sure, but like at 11:30 at night when you're literally have crates of fucking mortars outside my house, stop it.
Right.
Why?
That's
Be
stupid.
considerate.
People
Don't
are
be
asses.
a dickhead. Don't be a dirty America.
Yeah, people were doing it right out in front of my apartments too. When
Yeah.
I came home from work.
Like why?
Midnight. And my cat's fucking running around with her ears pinned back, you know? Like, the boys didn't give a shit.
Right.
But the girl was fucking freaked out.
That's better than Caboose, who just went out in the front room and had diarrhea everywhere. Yeah, it still smells like I've shampooed the carpets. I've fucking thanks, Trump.
Trump
didn't die for your freedom.
I really hate the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If we actually did what it was supposed to be, sure. But this is about explosives and being obnoxious.
Mhm.
Well, and
Right.
it's also funny because most people are like, we're celebrating our independence. We didn't get it that day.
Yeah.
That's when we declared it, people. Like, I don't think people really realize what it is.
Yeah, that was just when the declaration was signed, right?
Yeah. It was not like
the war went on for
a
what, 2 or
long
3 more
time.
years?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how long, but a long time.
It was longer than that, actually, I think.
It was like 5, right?
Yeah.
Was it 5?
Mm-hmm.
5
Yeah,
or
I know the
6? It was a long time.
declaration.
Because we had to actually
I know
fight for it after we declared our
Yeah.
independence,
Yeah.
you know?
Turns out you got to
Which
do
is
that.
why
Yeah.
you have the
They were
the
just like,
explosives.
oh, shit, they're free? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they weren't just okay with it.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out.
Go figure.
Mm.
Like, hey, we paid for this shit.
I don't even want to talk about that fucking shit because the way people remember it is, or think of it, not remember it because they weren't there,
Right.
is just all wrong. It's all wrong.
Well, it's written by us.
Yep. History's written by the victors.
Mm-hmm.
We can make shit up if we want to, and we sure
I
did.
want to know why there's always a guy named Victor around writing history.
Yeah.
I was just gonna let that one die.
Yeah.
I tried not to laugh at my own joke, but I can't help it.
Just gonna let that one die.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't even so bad that it was funny. It was just bad.
Yeah. Grown.
Yeah, you know how many people in drive-thru too, like, would lock eyes with me? Hey, happy 4th, man. Like all dramatic and intense. And I'm like, Who gives a fuck? Go get your food and go. Like,
you sir are
It's
at
like-
Carl's Jr.
It's like a commercial.
Eat your burger, go away.
It's like a commercial. Hey, man. Happy July 4th. He just hands you a Budweiser. Like,
right? Yeah. It's got ice on it. Got to brush it off so you can see the
it's like
logo.
dripping.
Mm-hmm.
Proud to be an American.
And like, if those guys knew me at
Oh
all,
my God.
they would probably hate me.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like not patriotic, like even kinda.
Yeah, me.
So all these guys, hey, happy 4th, man.
Cody,
Go fuck yourself.
happy 4th, man.
Stupid.
I would say
I
I've
like
been
May the 4th
becoming
better.
increasingly less patriotic with how much the culture makes me want to cringe.
Right? Yeah. It's like people's want to be so fucking pro-America.
It's because we don't have culture.
Yeah. We do have culture.
We don't
just
really.
not good though.
Yeah,
And
we don't.
do.
So
It's
we're
just
making
very
it up.
drastically hillbilly.
Our culture has now turned into guns and hating everybody.
And the Kardashians.
And somehow we're the freest country in the world, even though I don't really understand how we're any freer than the other free countries.
I almost said a thing, but I won't say.
Well, thanks for declaring your thing saying.
Well,
of
now
not.
I want to hear the thing that he was going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you have to say the thing.
say the thing.
Say it. You got to say the thing.
Say it.
Everybody's waiting.
That
Well,
way,
you know, I just know whose culture that Yoshi appropriated now.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yeah.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
I had a little
But
trouble.
Jess has been laughing at me because we'll watch movies that have like, you know, Native Americans in it and they're like embracing their culture. And I'll sit there and be like, it's fucking stupid. She's like, why? I don't have any fucking culture. My culture's dumb.
Yeah.
You have mooses and hockey.
She brought that up and I forget that I'm Canadian sometimes
Right.
because I don't embrace that at
Because
all.
you're not.
I've never been
I
to
was going to
Canada.
say, I don't think you actually are Canadian. You just have heritage.
I have Canadian heritage, yeah. But so it's like I've never been there. I do watch hockey,
I love me some hockey.
but like, yeah.
And he does say sorry.
I do from it slips in and out. It's
Where's that come from
Where
anyway?
the fuck did you get that from?
My
Yeah.
dad.
Oh, you're okay.
My dad.
Your
Your
dad's
dad
actually
Canadian?
My dad's from Montreal.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Which I fucking found out something new about my dad today.
What's that?
This is fun.
Literally today?
Today,
Oh.
like 2 hours ago.
Nice.
Was it that he knew how Bill Cosby got out?
He's not a citizen.
Oh, he's a resident alien?
Don't say that on the internet.
No, he's legal.
FBI, I'm not with him.
He's legal.
He's a resident alien.
But he's not a citizen.
Huh.
I had no fucking clue.
That's
He said he's on his way today to go fill out his thing to renew his paperwork
Oh,
again.
that's cool.
I was like, "You're still what?"
Yeah.
He's
well,
like, "Yeah, I never. It's
doesn't-
an ongoing process. It never gets really finished at
Yeah,
this point."
He doesn't really need to become a citizen. I'm sure he's got his resident alien card, and
does.
that's all he needs.
He said he was going to get his citizenship soon, though.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but like when you said he's not a citizen, just the instant flashback to Harold and Kumar came up in my mind.
I don't remember that movie. I know what movie you're talking about, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was when they were caught at a KKK meeting.
Mhm.
They didn't know that that's what it was, and then the guys were like, and I think they're like Indian or something like that. Like, and the guys were like, "Hey, look, Mexicans."
I remember that.
Yeah. No, I definitely.
And
remember
isn't
that.
one of them's Asian, one of them's Indian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one
The
of
two
them's
guys?
Asian, one of them's Indian.
Yeah.
But like
that
that's
blew
just
my
what I
mind
picture
today.
people doing to your dad when they find out he's not. They're like Mexican.
Hey, Mexican. Like I've known my dad for a while, right?
Right.
Like quite a while.
A bit of time.
been a minute,
Some
you
time.
know.
And I had no fucking clue he wasn't a citizen yet.
That's really crazy.
And he said he's still getting it.
Mhm.
He's like, pretty soon it's going to be all finished. He's like, honestly, I should have had it finished 5 years ago, but it's me.
Yeah.
And I guess
I didn't know my dad was racist until very recently. So yeah,
I guess he had a little hiccup where my dad does a thing where he I don't know if this will sound familiar to you guys. He puts things off. I tend to do it too. And I guess...
Is that where that came from?
He stopped like doing his paperwork and paying the shit for like 6 years.
Yeah.
So it kind of set him back a ways and got him in a little bit of trouble.
Ooh. I was gonna say they can like straight ass be like, get out.
Yeah, it was all good. But he had been doing it for so long because he's been here since he was like 13. Something like that.
Isn't that what happened to Johan's parents? Or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Johan, the guy from high school.
Johan van Stupenhauen.
The guy who taught us Ik Wok Tijn Den Baby Essen.
Oh boy, that was a whole lot of sneezing he just did.
I do now remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, Johan.
Yeah. Was that actually his name? I thought it was something else.
No, it's actually Johan. I'm friends with him on Facebook still.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually met him. I just heard about him from you and Corey.
You were there when we told him how to... Because
is this a podcast story? Is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was this guy. He was from Germany. Like he was like his family was from Germany, and he spoke
that always
German.
The go-to voice for Germans. It's always that one, like the effeminate kind of sexualized voice a little bit.
Of course,
always.
Yeah, every time.
Unless it's really angry.
Oh yeah, well,
there's the angry one too.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually the angry one is not actually German; it's Austrian because everybody's doing Arnold.
That's true.
Yeah.
But no, for hours we were trying to get him how to teach us stuff, like to say, and finally we landed on I want to eat your babies with biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
In German, and he couldn't. He's like, there's no words for biscuits and gravy that I know. And he's like, so I'll just teach you to say how I want to eat your baby, and that's Ik Wok Tijn Den Baby Essen.
They don't have gravy in Germany?
I mean, I'm sure they do, but it's not... He said it wouldn't make sense in the context, I guess. I don't know.
I think he was stupid.
Other languages are stupid because
they are, but like there's a word for the thing.
I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah.
Other languages are stupid. Merca.
Yep.
Give me a firework.
Yeah, those stupid British people think they speak American too.
Yeah.
But they do it all with crumpets and such.
They put U's in color. That's stupid.
How dare they appropriate our culture?
Yeah, the Canadians do that too.
Mm-hmm. They put U's in their color?
Yeah.
That's
U's are all up in their color.
Except for those southern ones that like the France people. There are those.
The France people?
Yeah, French Canadians.
French Canadians? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my dad?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's no Canada like French Canada. Haven't you ever heard the song from South Park?
Oh, Canada. Speaking of which, Montreal Canadiens won their first game of the Stanley Cup Finals. Woo! Doesn't matter because they're going to lose the series in the next game. But hey, they won a game. Woo! They didn't get swept.
That's good. At least they can hold on to that one.
Yeah. First time they've been there since 93.
Just a quick thing here. We're gonna go back through the history here of Johnny D. So far,
D. What you made out of me?
Johnny D has told us a lot of things in our Discord.
Has he?
Apparently, He-Man in the Master of the Universe is going to get remastered for Netflix, and there's going to be a series on that.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
I believe we talked about that quite a while ago because Kevin Smith is the showrunner. And I was very excited.
Did we?
I think so because I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan.
Then Johnny D also tried to get us to watch furry porn.
No. Skip that.
He did. Netflix launches Beastars anime season 2 outside of Japan. I was oddly curious about it. Now I like to look at my dog very curiously. He posted something on the H3 podcast, but I didn't watch that episode yet, so I'll have to do that. Let's see.
I'm glad we're talking about this on the podcast. I'm glad we were prepared.
Then Johnny D. No, the only thing that I wanted to really talk about is how the fuck did Bill Cosby get out of the out of his sentence. How'd that happen?
Maybe he didn't do it.
His due process rights were violated, Travis.
Dang.
Don't know what the fuck
he
that
got
means.
out on a loophole?
Fuck yeah, he did. America. Loopholes. Land of loopholes. America.
The land of loopholes.
Was he really in there? It says Cosby served 3 years in prison.
Mm-hmm.
He was in there for 3 years? That happened 3 years ago?
I thought it was longer than that.
I thought it was a lot longer than
I thought it was
that.
like 5-6 years ago.
Maybe he wasn't sentenced and then
5, 6, 7 even years ago. 8, 9, maybe even 10 years ago. No, not that much. No,
yeah.
not that.
You know what happened?
I just
They had to
I
let
want
him
a
out because they
summary.
ran out of pudding pops.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was fucking coming.
Go pudding pops. I just want to know, because that's the thing. I've read, what does that mean? They violated his due process. Like, somebody summarize this for us.
Yeah,
I don't want to read.
I'm
this
sure if
whole
you just
article.
clicked on it, it would say like what they cited.
No, it's like I clicked on it. It says Bill Cosby was released from prison. Highest court overturned his sexual assault conviction, saying the disgraced actor's due process rights were violated. What does that mean? The stunning decision in the case was once known as America's Dad. That's kind of a creepy dad. Reverses the high profile celebrity criminal trial of Me Too area. Panel, blah, 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 return for, in light of these circumstances, the subsequent decision by successor DAs to prosecute Bill Cosby.
Okay, stop reading.
Bill
Stop,
Cosby.
Travis. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
No,
You try to read. You try to read all fast, and you jumble your words, and you sound stupid.
Drugs and
This is
sexual
not good
assault
content.
Bill Cosby.
Oh fuck! He just won't stop. He won't stop.
No, but I'm not. I'm not gonna read it anymore. But that's the thing, is it just jumbles on about like, well, he's
well,
out.
I think I don't really know if we have much to say about it other than that's bullshit. Probably whatever they cited
Pudding pops.
to get him out.
I'm very sad that we don't know why. I was hoping one of you would be smarter than me.
It's not about being smarter than you. It's reading the stupid article.
I don't want to read
I don't know.
it.
He probably got out because he has money. That's how things work, right? You do bad things and then you pay people and then you get out.
Is that why everybody needs so much money? Is to do nasty things?
Yeah, that's why we're all trying to make more and more money, is so it can be bad people and get away with it.
Okay, so they have it about halfway through the article exactly what happened.
See, I told you.
The
read it.
district attorney.
Aaron did the reading.
What?
I said Aaron did the reading.
Yeah, and Aaron will read it without fucking going, hey, Bill Cosby, hey, pudding pops, and he was on a TV show once.
It's because these articles are trash, dude. They always they want you to be on their website for like 20 minutes
Yeah.
because you look at all
They
the ads.
fill it with everything. Yeah.
Judges at Pennsylvania Supreme Court said that Cosby sat for a civil disposition only because former Montgomery County District Attorney Bruce Castor had promised that he would not prosecute him criminally. And in that disposition, Cosby admitted that he procured Quaaludes for women he wanted to have sex with. So he admitted to getting Quaaludes and to do the bad things that he obviously wanted to do. But it was under the guise of saying that, oh yeah, you're not going to go to jail for this. We just want to know what happened. And so they lied to him, which I think is like a Fifth Amendment right.
It's fucking crazy.
You can't self-incrimination or something like that,
Yeah.
And it wasn't probably read his Miranda rights at that point in time. So
God damn it, Miranda.
That is so
Ruined it
fucking
for everybody.
stupid, though.
it is.
Like, he just straight up admitted that he did it.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, he's like, they were like, okay, you won't get in trouble, buddy. Tell us what happened. He's like, well, I wouldn't got the pudding pops, and I put some Quaaludes in the pudding pops.
Jesus.
I was gonna say Quaaludes. What was this? The fucking 70s? But it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
60s and 70s, probably.
Yep.
Like,
I forgot Cosby's like 112.
This man he's not a young man.
to clarify,
That was pretty
he
clear.
did do it. He said he did it.
Yeah.
But he got out because they told him you won't get in trouble if you say you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the American justice system is fucked.
Yeah, it's broken.
Because I'm proud to be.
Yeah, and people were like celebrating it, like finally it got overturned. Like he fucking did it, guys.
I know. Like one single little paragraph right there just goes, "Hey, he got out on a technicality, and he admitted he did it."
Yeah,
so
he did it. Why are you happy that he got out on a technicality?
Because they just want to remember Bill Cosby as, you know, the fun family person that he was
America's
represented
dad.
to be. Yep.
Because they wanted the puddin' pop Quaaludes, that's all.
It's ridiculous. It's very disappointing.
Okay, well, now I know, because I was kind of like almost
Can you
a
take
little
his
bit happy
ugly
for a
face
minute.
off of there and put Travis's ugly face on there?
Yes.
No. I was kind of happy for a little second, like, oh, okay, maybe Bill Cosby actually didn't do it, but nope.
No, he did it. I mean, you kind of knew he did it anyway. Like back when the trial was happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on. Come on.
I didn't watch the trials, honestly.
Oh, I did. It'll change the way you feel about Bill Cosby real fast.
Yeah.
You seem more politically involved with like that kind of stuff. Like you keep up on that a lot more than I do.
I think that's why I'm not patriotic, is because I'm so into politics.
Yeah. That certainly
Because
tracks.
like I actually, you know, when people get all mad and like a bill will come out and they'll talk shit on it or whatever, or be
And they haven't read
pro
it
the
at
bill,
all.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I actually read the fucking bill because they're all released. You can get them all.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually read the whole thing, and everybody else, some people that we've mentioned on the show before, will defend bills without actually reading them and then argue with me about the bills that I read that they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it really pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah.
And then they're the ones that are proud to be Americans. It's like, you're not even reading the shit. You're taking somebody else's opinion that you watched a video of on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That he probably didn't even read it.
Right.
He's probably taking somebody else's opinion that he watched on fucking Fox News.
Mm-hmm. That he got.
So
just
you got
cliff
like
notes.
a third, fourth hand fucking opinion that you're acting as your opinion. We're just gonna ignore him. Yeah, it just, I don't know.
No, I completely agree.
And then like this shit, people defending, oh, you got out, cool. Yeah, but did you read it? Or do you think he got out because he didn't do it? Because guess what? He fucking did it.
That's the thing. I saw people posting like, "Yay, Bill Cosby's free," and I'm like, I don't know yet.
No, I'm just mad.
Is this a good thing?
Why are we talking about? I'm angry. I was having fun. We were all laughing and joking. Now I'm mad.
Now
Just have a pudding pop.
I don't
You'll
want
go
a
right to
pudding
sleep.
pop. He ruined pudding pops.
You'll go right to sleep.
The Bill
You
Cosby
won't
was
even
one of
remember.
my favorites too.
Yeah.
Because like I'm a
I
comedy
never watched
guy.
Cosby, honestly.
His stand-up
The
comedy.
Cosby Show? You never watched the Cosby Show? How?
Not even the Cosby Show, but his stand-up comedy was some of the best.
Yeah.
Oh man, the guy was a master at it. But I can't laugh
Right,
at it
because you have
anymore.
like undertones of
Yeah.
like, oh, you're such a douche, though.
I've seen
Fuck.
clips of it since, and I'm like, I just can't. It's not funny anymore.
Mhm. I need to, you know, I actually want to go
Sad.
back and rewatch Robin Williams as like his, because I never really saw too much of his stand up. I know it was
His stand-up
fucking
gets
whack,
pretty
dude.
raunchy.
It wasn't great.
yeah,
It was
like
good.
I remember it being like decent because he's so drugged up most of the time that it's kind of hard to watch, you know. But still, like him just being fucking crazy is very entertaining, and seeing more content of his that I haven't seen before because I've seen all the movies, you know,
Yeah.
obviously everything he's done. Actually, no, I take that one back. One thing that I've been meaning to watch for a long time, but I haven't watched, was the movie where he was a teacher, and it's
A
okay.
Dead Poet Society? You
Yeah.
haven't seen that?
So good.
Oh my God, it's so
I know
good.
it's good. I know it's
What?
good.
You have seen the Chucky remake.
God damn it!
And you haven't seen Dead Poets Society.
I know. Okay?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I know.
That is an Aaron movie if I've ever seen
mad
it.
at you every time we do this stupid show because you've seen the Chucky remake.
Yes, I have.
You know what, Aaron? Eat the fucking pudding pop right now.
I'm gonna strap you to a chair and show you good movies.
I've seen good movies.
No, you
Aaron
haven't.
just
You've
eats
seen
the pudding
Chucky.
pop.
I saw Endgame.
Aaron just eats the pudding pop and wakes up strapped to a chair with the Avengers Endgame starting.
I saw Endgame.
How many years after it came out?
Enough
How many?
years.
And how long after the Chucky remake came out did you see it?
Time.
It was like the day it came out.
No,
You saw that shit.
it
was the week
really
of.
fast.
Because I hadn't even seen it yet.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it.
I
and
still
you'd already
haven't seen
To
it
be fair.
because it's so irrelevant.
To be fair.
No, I don't want this defense.
To be fair.
I don't want that defense.
You know.
Yeah,
You know where
and
I'm
that
going.
one, no, it
To be
doesn't
fair,
work.
my
It does
favorite
work
movie is
because
Speed.
I never want to go out and see movies. You know. But if the wife wants to go out and see a movie, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, let's go do it.
You don't
know?
have to go out to see movies nowadays. You know,
You don't have to go out to see Dead Poets Society.
It's
No,
That's not in theaters.
this was 2019 though.
been out of theaters a
You know?
while, buddy.
This was a
Right.
world gone past, and
Did you see? You saw Chucky in the theater?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even. I thought you waited for it to at least come to DVD.
No. We
Oh, that's even
You
worse.
got up and left your house.
okay.
Drove an hour.
I only have one defense for that, and it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know it is, and I don't think it holds that much water for
Is
that.
Mark
movie.
Hamill and Chucky?
maybe.
He was the voice.
Yeah, he was Chucky.
Didn't make that movie any better.
It made it a little
Really?
better.
It didn't make it any
A
better.
little better.
No.
That doesn't make it any
It
better.
actually made me
Dude.
dislike Mark Hamill a little bit.
Be nice.
It was a bad movie.
It wasn't bad. It was just not good.
I love that. And I
Something-
love it because it works.
It does.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't good.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
it's the truth.
That's just, you paid like $24 to see that movie.
Something like that.
Well, and just for
drove an
context, Aaron's probably one of the most antisocial people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica has slowly started to become that way too.
A bit.
And
yeah.
they both decided to get out of the house to go see that.
Mhm.
The Chucky remake.
So, to be fair though,
Of all the movies.
for Chucky, like that was one of Jess's favorite movies when she was younger. You know, the original ones. You know,
That explains a
Dambella.
lot.
You know.
The original one kicks ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all knew the fucking remake was gonna suck.
Of course, they all do.
Yeah, so that's not an excuse.
But it wasn't as bad as Ghostbusters. So, I mean, you know.
And the Ghostbusters remake was better than Chucky.
Did you guys watch the remake? I never did.
I
Was it good?
see almost every movie.
I know.
So
That was the one with the girls, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
It wasn't as
Yeah,
bad as
the
people made it out to be. It was. This is why I couldn't give Aaron shit. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
So there was parts that
Just
I
kind of
enjoyed.
there.
Living in a world of neutral.
There were there was parts I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like the bit with the wonton soup was funny.
Did we talk about the what's it called? The Conjuring, the new one? Did we talk about that yet?
No, because we haven't done this in like 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
true. Have
I
you
didn't watch
watched
that.
it now, Cody? And Aaron's not going to watch it ever. So it doesn't
Aaron
matter.
will never watch
I'm
it
not watching
because
it.
it doesn't have Mark Hamill in it.
That's
And
true.
I have seen
And
it.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies, so.
I'm not either.
That one was so bad.
So this is why I said I see every movie. I did not want to see this movie. I hate the Conjuring movies.
Yeah.
I haven't liked one since the first one. And I hate horror movies.
The first one was
I
good.
haven't liked a horror movie probably since the first Conjuring.
Yeah.
So
Bullshit. You like the Babadook?
was that after?
I'm pretty sure
Conjuring?
that was after the first Conjuring.
God, I feel like Babadook
I think it
was
was
so
between-
long ago.
I think it came shortly after Conjuring, and it was between 1 and 2.
Feels like a long time ago. That one was great.
It
That
does
one's
feel
better
like a
than
lot.
The Conjuring. But yeah, so I still saw that movie, even though I really didn't want. And Jess didn't want to watch the movie either.
Hmm.
We watched the movie. Guess what? Not a good movie.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it, Travis?
Like, I tried to come at it from a different perspective because this is not a horror movie. It is
not.
it's like a suspense, a detective, like murder mystery.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the part where they were like outside of the courthouse and they're like, well, you guys are going to have to help prove that this was a possession. And they're like, we're on the case.
Yeah. And then he took his sunglasses off.
You know, like, they like lean back to back like the husband and wife. Like that is such a far cry from the first Conjuring that
My
just
favorite
couldn't
thing
get it.
about the movie
sorry, with
Go
that
ahead.
scene right
Go
there
ahead.
was the Who playing in the background? Like,
exactly.
okay, no, good.
No, my favorite part of the movie is that it opens and it says based on a true story. And dumb idiots will think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That what happened in this movie is exactly what fucking happened. You know what's true about the movie?
This is my favorite part.
Is that a guy committed murder. They claimed it was possession. The judge threw that out. Was like, you can't use that as a defense.
Mm-hmm.
And that the Warrens were there the week before. That's it.
Yep.
That's all that was true of the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit gets covered in the first, 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that was the whole true part about the movie was the first 10 minutes of the movie.
But it's based.
Well, and even that's not. Because it opens with that fucking kid doing backflips on the table. That didn't happen.
He might have done backflips on the table. You know,
Unless he's a fucking gymnast.
he might be. Did you ask him?
My
You don't know?
favorite thing about these movies now are how strong these demons are. At times.
Yeah,
Why is it only at times?
because it serves a plot.
They're taking the kid down the stairs that's possessed by a demon.
Mm-hmm.
And the demon leaves claw marks on the wall because he's stopping them, right?
Right.
So why were they able to pick the kid up? If you're so fucking strong, don't get picked up by a human.
Right.
Kill the human.
Yeah.
Instead of claw marks in the wall, claw marks on the fucking throat.
Yeah.
Why is it just at times?
You could be like, you did.
Yeah. And why the kid? And are demons really taking souls over one at a time? That sounds like a lot of work.
You know what else made this really, really hard for me to watch?
It's bad.
Is when I realized that the priest guy was Boromir's dad.
Oh, yeah.
You told me that, yeah. It bothered him.
Yeah. All I could do was picture him eating grape cherries.
Ugh, I hate that
being like,
scene.
sing me a song.
No.
I don't even know what you're referencing, but I get it.
Yeah? You get it?
I get it.
I believe you.
It's something about Lord of the Rings.
It is. It is. And it's a horrible scene.
Well, yeah, it's a horrible movie.
It's my least favorite scene
for
in any
Aaron,
movie
that was
ever.
probably the worst.
Oh, is he like smacking
scene in
and
his-
shit?
Dude, it's so bad.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
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 And they have the mic
Like, it just shows him
clearly,
Of course.
right there.
That is one of the
It's
things.
like an ASMR scene.
That's one of the things about those kind of movies that are set in those, like, I was going to say times,
Medieval.
but that's not really a
Right.
thing. Because, Lord of the Rings wasn't a true story.
Right.
But, like, they do it on...
It was based on a true story.
I mean, yeah, it was. Sorry.
It's
What?
Middle Earth.
I know.
Okay.
Vikings does that a lot, too. Where they'll be fucking... Ragnar will be talking, shoving fucking chicken in his mouth.
Mhm.
And it's just slopping and falling over himself while he's talking. And it makes me almost
Ragnar's
not
allowed
watch
to
it.
because he's sexy.
He is, but, like, I can't deal with the mouth noises.
Ragnar's actually, but not Will Smith.
Ragnar's sexy.
Mm.
Ragnar would. Put
I
Will
think
Smith to shame, I'm sorry.
between the two of them, Ragnar's sexier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The braids and the
Yeah.
tattoos. Yeah, he's a sexy man.
Okay.
Mhm.
And he kills people.
And just that rugged face. I'm like, ooh, you're a man.
It's because Travis doesn't want to be the man in the relationship. He wants someone that could, power him around a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a little submissive. I'm just kind of like, hi,
Oh, fuck. That face.
I like your beard.
Your beard. Oh, what were we
Can
talking
I braid
about?
your hair?
This show gets off the rails so
Does
bad.
that make you like a power bottom or something?
No power, just bottom.
My bottom's so
just
powered.
bottom.
Bottom bitch.
Yeah.
I got them apple bottom jeans with the boots and the fur.
And did you know that was the 8th Conjuring movie?
8th?
8th.
Did we need
Well, it's because
eight?
they count the little offshoot ones, like
Yeah, in the
what's it
Conjuring
called?
franchise. It's the 8th movie.
Yeah,
Because they got
Yeah,
like
it's
3
like,
Annabelles.
Well, how many paranormal
and then they
activities
have the
were there?
nun,
Oh, fuck, like 6?
Yeah, there was a lot.
like 6. Yeah,
Why do
and
they
they
feel
have
the
the
need to make
nun.
like 1,000 of the same movie?
Because people pay to see it.
Mm.
Why
Because
is
they're
Fast
like,
9
oh.
out right now?
they're
Yeah.
like everybody liked that first one. Let's
Yeah.
do it again and make
Mhm.
money.
Well, and some of them get so ridiculous that they started street racers stealing DVDs and now they're flying cars in space.
Yeah.
Well, because family.
Family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Family, even space family.
See, I think I have a line.
You know, lack
and
of
I think that's
oxygen
the
has
line.
That's the
nothing on
line.
family.
Blind cars in space.
The Fast franchise has done what I thought was impossible. They are making movies I will not watch. I haven't seen the last two, and I won't see this one.
You know, what's the term? Jumping the shark, right?
Yeah.
So there's jumping the shark over like the ocean, and then there's jumping it to the sun. You know?
Dude, they threw the shark in the bottom of the Grand Canyon and then Evel Knieveled over it.
It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch
They jumped
everything.
the shark.
Like, we just look, hey, there's new movies. Okay, I'm going to watch it. There's a movie called Werewolves Within that I'm going to watch tonight.
That sounds so bad.
It's going to be awful, and
That
I
sounds
can't
like
wait
it was
to watch
filmed
it.
here.
It probably was. It is an independent movie.
Wasn't that... No, it was like
Dark
Full Moon
Moon
Rising
Rising
or something.
This
Dark
is not
Moon
the one
Rising,
that
we
was
were
shot
extras.
here. I think this is a British movie, I think.
Did we ever go back to see if we could see us in that movie?
You were not. Alyssa was.
Oh, fuck you, Alyssa.
Oh.
I want to be in a movie.
Yeah, but that's one thing I could say about the Fast movies.
Yeah.
They've achieved a level of movie that I won't watch.
I mean, that's a feat.
But they make so much money.
I don't think I've watched them since Tokyo Drift.
Wow.
You made it one movie before I did.
Yeah, see, I held out a lot longer.
Yeah.
I think I saw, what is this one, 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I saw 6, I think. Because I don't think I've seen the last 2.
Yeah, I saw number 1 and 2 in Tokyo Drift. That was it.
I enjoy 1 and 2.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, they were good.
I've seen those recently.
Yeah.
I like those movies.
I'd go back and watch the first one again for sure.
The second one's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because that's when Tyrese comes in and he's really fucking funny in that movie.
He's really good.
I think him and Ludacris were the only things that kept me watching those movies for as long as I did. Because they were very enjoyable.
Ludacris was great.
Yeah.
I love watching Ludacris.
Because they were still very entertaining throughout those horrible movies.
I think that was the problem though, is by the time you got to the third one, it felt so like disassociated with the original like feel of the first movie.
Oh, they're completely different.
Like, what is this? This isn't that anymore.
Even the second one was like a
completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first one was super serious, like undercover cop trying to bust these street racers.
Right.
And the second one is like two buddies having fun in fast cars.
Yeah. And you know, it was so different that it was like it was okay because it was like it just felt like a different movie.
Yeah. It was fresh.
That's probably why it worked, and especially with them doing like Too Fast, Too Furious, you know, it kind of felt like, oh, this is a completely different movie. This happens to share some characters, you know?
Yeah.
And then it just like they're like, oh, okay, we could get away with like completely changing the movie. I wonder how far we can go.
Space.
Let's go to space.
You guys want to go to space? We should go to space.
We should definitely go to space.
Dom in space? Yeah, Dom in space.
For family.
Family in space.
Family in space.
And then Tokyo Drift was just about how America should be dominant over Japan, really.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, it was watchable.
It was
for me.
whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
They sent the Texas guy to Japan, and we're like, he's the best.
Didn't they put the Texas guy in the movies now? In the newer ones? I thought there was like a thing about that. Yeah, see, I haven't seen the last couple either, so I did watch the spin-off movie.
He just shows up. He's like, I'm a guy, G.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. That movie was fucking awful and so fun. Oh my god, I love that movie. I loved it. It was so bad, but it was so entertaining.
Yeah.
Roman
What was
Reigns
the one that I told you about, Cody?
Yeah.
What? Huh?
The blind sharks in the cave.
The fucking, what was that called? The
I can't
Descent or
remember,
something like that?
No.
No. The Descent was like a different one about like people in caves. Like there was like these weird little people monsters in the cave.
Oh.
But I can't remember what it was called, Aaron. Okay, but I'm going to tell you the premise of this whole movie in like 45 seconds.
Yeah,
okay?
do it quick because
Ready
we
for
gotta get
this?
out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this movie is these friends got together and they found this old Mayan ruin, right, that was underwater near the ocean, right? And their dad had already gone down there and like set up lights and stuff like that because he was going to go and take these archaeologists for a tour, right? So they go down there.
Yeah, of course he was.
Yeah, so they go down there at this group of friends. They're like, let's take Dad's scuba gear and go where we shouldn't go. And
of course.
They went down there and went where they shouldn't go and knocked over a big statue and let out these blind sharks.
The demons.
That were Yeah, the blind sharks that were just
Mayan
running around.
sharks.
Blind Mayan sharks that have been in caves for like thousands of years, and are just eating everyone. They're not even like eating them really. They're just kind of like chomp. They're dead. Chomp. You're dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Was there other, ocean life? Because what were the sharks eating?
Blind Mayan
right.
It's
They
just
just
blind Mayan
survive
sharks.
on-
People. Anybody who goes down there.
They just survive on tourists. So like
Maybe they
millions
had
of people.
babies
Do you
a
realize
lot?
how much a
Oh,
shark
maybe they
eats?
had
And
like
the
a-
sharks close the thing back up, right?
Yeah, they
close it
fix
up.
the statue.
Yeah, of course.
Stupid. Oh, can't wait to watch it.
But and I forgot to mention the reason that they went and did the Mayan thing instead was because this girl was a bitch to him at the beginning of the movie. That comes back. Important detail. So anyway, they go through these caves, right? And they're like, the only way out is to get to the ocean, right? And so they're swimming through these caves and stuff like that, and they finally find their way out to the ocean, and everybody's dead except for the two sisters, right? And they're like, they get out there to the ocean, right? And they pop up and they're like, oh my God, we finally make it. Thank God. And there's a boat and they're like, hey, a boat, come help us. But this boat, they're like, what is it doing? And it's chumming for sharks, naturally.
Yeah.
Because it's a tour boat that girl that from the beginning that they didn't like was on, right? So they're like, oh my God, stop chumming for sharks. And they're like, haha, chum. And so they start like swimming for the boat, and one of the sisters gets on the boat, right? And the other one's like climbing
47
up
meters
the ladder.
down is the name of the movie.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I just searched our conversation from when he talked about it.
Blind Mayan sharks, and it's like 47 meters down.
I put blind sharks, and the conversation came up.
But so the sister's climbing up onto the boat, and the shark like torpedoes at her and shakes her off the boat, right?
Air Jaws.
And the other sisters, air jaws. And the other sister's like, no, I'll save you, and jumps in the water and has like this shark tooth their dad gave him and like stabs it until it lets it go. And so the other sister gets back on the boat that was got by the shark initially. And the other one's getting back on the boat, and she gets got by another shark. Everybody's just watching, by the way. There's a whole boat full of people that could be helping. They're just watching.
Well, what are you going to do?
And if they were already shark fishermen, right? Because they were chumming, right? So they should have like spears
No,
and
it was
shit.
like a tourist
It was a tour. It was
They
a
were
tour.
trying to
yeah.
show them sharks,
show-
not hunt.
So the other sister's like, not this time, and grabs a flare gun, right? And jumps into the water and then shoots the shark that has her sister. It blows up.
It blows
with a flare
up.
gun.
This was my
It blows
favorite.
up. It blows up. And
Why?
they both get back
Exactly.
on.
They're full of hydrogen.
They've been hanging out with the blind sharks, and blind sharks are like, dude, hit this. And it was just some hydrogen tanks. And the blind sharks couldn't read, but they're like, it'll fuck you up, dude. Like,
This shit's gonna fuck you
Blind
up.
sharks couldn't read.
so they get back on the boat, right? Both of them, after have been got by these sharks, and they're like, fine, there's no like bleeding parts
Of course
or
not.
anything. They're like,
They're
oh, we're good. And the girl that was mean to them at the beginning comes over, and she's like, oh my God, are you okay? And the girl looks at her and goes, I'm better now, and pushes her off the boat. That's the end of the movie.
Cool.
Yeah. Murders her because she was rude.
Right? You are vaguely annoying to me. I'm gonna kill you. I've been through this horrible life
Also-
experience. All my friends are dead.
I want a shirt that says blind sharks can't read. And I'm going to make that the title of this episode.
Yes. Yes.
Sharks can't
I'm
read.
so down with that.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God.
That was awesome.
Blind sharks can't read.
And on that note,
And on that note, remember, kids,
That's a note.
blind sharks can't read. And
Also
apparently,
remember,
apparently they're
kids.
filled with
and
hydrogen.
they're filled with hydrogen.
I was so that
Sharks
was
are
what
filled with
confused
hydrogen.
me the most.
Yeah.
Of all the ridiculous shit in that movie, when he said that it exploded, I was like, why?
Yeah,
was
I
there
know.
something in there that
Yeah,
would
and it
make
was
it
just
explode?
a flare gun.
Maybe the hydrogen is like
Yeah.
the key to eternal youth.
Oh, maybe.
So that's why
sucking
they're
on
immortal.
hydrogen down
yeah,
there.
they're just like they're full of hydrogen, and they're mildly explosive, but they live forever.
Mildly
You know, it's cool. You know,
Mildly explosive.
Like Travis, he's mildly explosive.
absolutely, but only out of his
Depends
butt.
on what
Yes.
I've
Now,
eaten. Yeah.
Yes, that was what I was going for.
So, with that being said, you guys have an awesome freaking week, or I hope your July 4th was awesome. And you can, like this video if you like this video, and rate 5 stars in all the places that you can't.
Yeah, everything's fucked right now.
It's so good. It is so good. And we will.
Oh, and remember, if Bernie offers you a pudding pop, check it for Quaaludes. Everybody have a nice night.
He would never do that.
He's not
He's
that
a
guy.
good man.
Not unless it's
Maybe
like
Cosby
Bill
handed
Cosby
him
I
the
did
pudding
hear
dressed
pop
up
that
as
he was
Bernie.
filled with hydrogen, though.
Bernie Cosby. Cosby
Don't
Bernie.
shoot off any flare
Don't
guns
shoot
around.
flare guns at Bernie. He's filled with hydrogen.
He's a national treasure. Please don't do it. He's been hanging out with the blind sharks. They're like, hit this. Bernie's like, once again, I'll do it for you.
Oh, boy. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.